Hello everyone, my name is Burangi Nikita and today's date is 26 September 2024 and my topic name is the queue in Java. In a queue is an the interface in present in the Java .tool packages and that can be extends the collection interface is used to hold the elements. It is used to hold the elements about to the processed in FIFO operations. FIFO means first in first out order. It is an ordered list of the object with it is and limited to inserting the elements to the end of the list. And that can be also used to deleting the element from the start of the list. It is follows the FIFO operation. FIFO means the first in first out operations in the principle being and the interface. The queue needs a concrete class for the declaration and the most common classes are the priority queue and the linked list in Java. In the queue that neither of these implementation is and the thread safe. Priority blocking queue is one alternative implementation of the thread safe implementation is needed. The queue is and the interface that are also used to creating the queue objects. Since the queue is and the interface, objects cannot be created of the type queue. In the queue, we always need a class which extends the list in order to create an object. And also after the introduction of generics in the Java 1.5, it is possible to restrict the type of the object that can be stored in the queue. In the Java, the queue is and the interface is and the subtype of the collection interface, and that can be also and represent a collection of the elements in the specific order in the queue that are follows the first in first out, means the FIFO operation or the FIFO principle, which means that the element are retrieved in the order in which they were added to the queue. The queue is and the interface that can be provides the several that can be provide the several method for adding, removing and inspecting elements in the queue. In the queue there are some here are the some of the most commonly used methods that are also and the followings. First is and the add are also used to add an element to the rear of the queue if the queue is and the full. That can be throws and the exception. Second is and the offer element are also used to add an element to the rear of the queue. If the queue is full, it returns the false. Third is and the remove. The removes and the it can be also removes and return the element at the front of the queue. If the queue is an empty, then it can be also used to throw and the exception. Third is then the pole are also used to remove and returns the element of the front of the queue. Then it can be null, then it can be empty, then it can be returns the false. Then the fifth is and the fifth is and the elements return the element at the front of the queue without removing it. Then the queue is and the empty, then it can be throw and the exception. Then the queue are also and the queue is and also used to removing retrieving the elements, and it can be returns the null values. And the and the queue interface is and implemented by several classes in the Java. That can be also and used to including the linked list array, array queue and the priority queue. Each of these classes provides the different implementation of the queue interface with the different performance of the queue or the performances characteristics and the features. In the overall discussion about the queue interface is a useful tool for managing the collection of the elements in a specific order and is widely used to many different applications and the industries. First is the adding the elements. Then the in order to add the elements in the queue, that can be also used to add elements. Then we can use the add method. Then the insertion order is not retained in the priority queue. The elements are stored based on the priority order, which is and ascending by the default. Then the second is the removing, that are also used to remove an element. That's all about the queue. Thank you.